What's up YouTube? Welcome back to Grace Boys Racing. We finally got the motor back and I'm ready to start getting it in. So as you can see, the chassis is really dirty right now. So I have some brake cleaning, some rags to start cleaning it up. First though, I gotta take all my safety equipment out of the cockpit so it's out of the way and I can continue cleaning the car. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button so we can bring you more content. So as you can see, we have the old piston here. On the very top of it, it is a little bit burnt, but the rings, the rod, everything else looked perfectly fine inside the motor. We got a new rod, a new piston, same crank, but we're really excited to get the motor back in the car and ready to fire it up. We like to run a lot of weight on this car because we know the Outlaw Rhino has plenty of horsepower to get it to a 790, so we'd much rather tune it with taking out weight or putting a little bit of extra weight in to run that 790 than having to actually tune the motor itself. So the first thing I have to do is drain the high-grade methanol out of this fuel tank. We thought it would all evaporate, but I don't want it to spill again, so I'm going to go ahead and drain it real fast. I get to clean the chassis.
Sounds drive.
So one of the things I have to do to get this motor back in is clean up this weight here and get it back in where it goes, because it's a little bit harder to get in and out when the motor is in the way. So I'm just going to go ahead and get it in now and then scale it to see how much it actually weighs so we know where all the weight on the car is.
Sounds drive.
Weight bars on the scale so we know exactly how much weight is where. A little afraid to weigh them because we know we have a whole lot of weight on it, and if you know anything about juniors, taking off a little bit of weight or adding a little bit of weight changes a whole lot of things. So I'm gonna go ahead and weigh them and write down exactly how much they weigh. So with all of these weight bars, I can take a little bit of weight out, put a little bit of weight back in. So I'm gonna go ahead and balance these out so they have the exact same amount of weight in it so the car goes as straight as possible. So one of the things you have to be sure of when you're mounting these motors is making sure they're in the right spot. We have little marks on the chassis If you don't have them in the right spot, you have to measure it and everything to make sure the belt's in the right spot. Otherwise, it's either too loose or too tight. And if it's too tight, it'll be too fast or leave too hard. And if it's too loose, it'll just slip the belt, wear your belt down, and cause you multiple problems.
Soundstripe.
So that was awkward. I had to get a little bit of help, but you know.
Soundstripe.
So as you can see, the motor is pretty much installed, everything but a couple sensors, and we got to get the clutch right. We want to make sure we get that completely right because that's a really big deal. So in part 2, we're going to go ahead and get the clutch right, get all the sensors in, get some oil in the car, get the carburetor on, and it is completely ready to go. So make sure you come back for part 2 as I get ready to start the motor. I got to put some oil in it, and yeah. So make sure you come back to part 2, hit the like and subscribe button so you can see the first fire up of the 2022 season.